Hey everybody, this is David Warner from Microsoft. In this video, I'm going to show you how to find and install the Viva Connections Toolkit extension for Visual Studio Code that's made by the M365 platform community. So let's jump into Visual Studio Code and take a look. Okay, so I've got Visual Studio Code open, just a basic version here, nothing, no files open or anything like that. First thing to take note of is where we're going to find extensions. If you're not familiar, that is your access to extensions for Microsoft Visual Studio Code. It's kind of like plugins. You can access it by just clicking on it. It shows you your installed and recommended. Of course, you can type into that. So we're just going to type Viva. The first one that comes up is Viva Connections, which is our toolkit we're looking to install. You simply click on that, and then it gives you some information about the toolkit, which is great to consume, read a little bit about it. It's going to talk to you about features. These are always going to be the most updated docs for you. You can check the changelog and the dependencies. The key here is you want to install. And so you simply click on install. It begins installing for you, and within just a few seconds, it'll be installed and you'll be able to utilize it. All right, so now that it's been installed, we can start using it. So let's take a look at a couple of features that just happened. You may not have even noticed. I'm going to close the toolkit window here, but over on our left panel, an icon just showed up once we finished installing it. Happened, you can actually back up the video and see it just pop into space there if you didn't happen to notice it. But this is a fantastic feature because it's always making it available to you within your Visual Studio Code workspace here. You can see when I hover over it, it says Viva Connections Toolkit. When I click on it, it gives us access to some controls here that allow us to utilize a bunch of features. So let's walk through a few of these right now. The first one is creating a Viva Connections project. So pretty basic. If you're brand new and creating it, then this is where you'd start. It allows you to browse to a parent folder. You can see that, select the parent folder to which you would like to create the project in. So pretty basic. Now, we might be a little ahead of ourselves because perhaps we haven't installed the dependencies, which we'll cover here in a moment. You see that button is right there. The next one is creating from a scenario. We'll actually have a video that shows how to do this, so keep an eye out for that. We also can view samples. So if you want to take a look at samples that are available to you that others have made within the community, this is a fantastic way. It's also a way to highlight what the rest of the community has done. So we really appreciate all that you are providing to us from the community. Thank you, all you community contributors. If you have an existing solution, then you could always open that up right here. That's a pretty basic button. Open folder just gives you ability to open that up and go find one. Now, what's really cool is I'm going to close this sample gallery and we're going to focus on these last two. The first one is check dependencies. So SPFX has requirements for Node and NPM and all of that kind of stuff, things that need to be installed, Node package managers, and all of the dependencies that go with building ACEs. So when you click on that, down here in the lower left or right corner, it shows us that it's checking dependencies. And when I click that, it actually will tell us a little bit more. And it says, hey, you've got all your dependencies installed, ready to go. So this is a great way. Maybe you do this before you actually create a Viva Connections project, just to make sure that you're in a good space. Now, what if it told you that you're not? What if you're missing dependencies? Well, don't worry. The toolkit's got your back. That next button right there, if you want to install the dependencies, you can run our installation script. Now, what this is going to do is, I'm going to click it in a moment, but it's going to open up a terminal here, and it's going to automatically start installing those dependencies for me. Now I'm going to cancel out of them because I already have the dependencies, but I want to show you when I click on that, you see right down here, it starts installing those dependencies for me. So it installs the SharePoint generator and starts installing that. Now I'm just going to cancel it because I don't really need it. I've already got all that. But you can see from these features, it's a really great way to be able to access some of getting set up, quick scenarios or quick events that you might need to take care of or start within your toolkit. One more thing, if you hit the F1 key, you're able to get the search bar showing up there, and you could also type Viva, and you'll notice that a lot of those are available right there as well. So if I said I want to open up the sample gallery, then I could do that from that search bar, that toolbar as well. That's possible for me to do too. So we got a couple different ways in which you could utilize it. So definitely go dive in, install it, start taking a look around, getting to know it. It's a great toolkit. We look forward to bringing you more videos here soon.